Thanks, Colin. We talk about it all the time, but we kind of forget what it actually feels like. We talk about how tough the league is, and we talk to our kids day in and day out from the beginning of the fall all the way to the spring about how intense it's going to be. And even once we start playing games in February, we keep reminding them that, yeah, these are tough games. We're playing great competition, but the intensity level in the Valley is different. Even when we're playing against Alabama and we're in a hostile environment, that playing against a league team is much the same and much different as well because of the intensity, the competitiveness, and also the knowledge of each team. Like every team knows everybody so well that it's hard to do some of the things that you've been doing because they know how to defend you. They know how to pitch you. You got to make better adjustments, and you got to be tougher. And there's a great example of that this weekend against Bradley. I was really impressed with Bradley and how they competed. Our team for the first 5 innings opening the series up, we put it all together. We had great pitching, great defense, great hitting, timely hitting. We did a really good job for the first 5 innings. And, I was impressed with how Bradley battled back, being down 9-0 and being able to really put the pressure on us in that last inning and come back and 9-6. You tell me we're going to win like that, I'm fine with it. But didn't feel comfortable whatsoever at the end of that game because of how Bradley competed. In game 2, much of the same. We came out right away and did a great job. I think 2 innings yesterday really killed us. The last inning of the first game, even though we came out with a win, and then the 5-run inning in game 2 just really put ourselves against it. And, that was the difference. That's why I say I'm impressed with Bradley because they were down 9-0, fought back, lost 9-6. They were down 3-0 and ended up coming back, taking the lead on us. And a 3-run lead for them was all they needed. And the thing that we need to get better at was the way we competed when we were down. We didn't do a very good job matching how they competed when we had the lead. The roles were reversed. And that's what we need to do better job. We got to find that right motivational button to push when we are in that situation. When everything's going good, it's easy. But we haven't found how to be tough in those situations where, things aren't going the way they're expected to go and things aren't comfortable and, somebody's putting the pressure on us and pushing our back against the wall. We got to be able to do a better job responding. And part of that's us finding that right motivational button for our team. And the other piece is them finding a little bit of internal fight and scrappiness and all those things we talk about every day. And it doesn't get any easier. We're looking forward. We go to Evansville this week, and they're coming off a 3-game sweep. Got swept by Drake, which doesn't say a whole lot really because, Drake's a really good team. They're going to put some great pitchers out there every day, and they just do a great job of manufacturing. And, beating Evansville's Morgan Flory, the pitcher that we're going to face. She's a fantastic pitcher, unbelievable, one of the best in the league, has been for 2 years, a feared pitcher in the league. And Drake was very efficient with their runners. They only got maybe 2 or 3 hits in a game, but they got a couple of walks, and they were able to manufacture 3 runs, and that's all it took for them to for their pitchers. For us, it's going to be a little bit different, I think. Obviously, pitching-wise, we're giving up 3 or 4 runs a game right now. Dodging that big run, that big inning is crucial for us. But going up against a kid like Morgan Flory, we've done a good job of not striking out a lot. She's a strikeout pitcher, so we're going to be tested like we haven't been tested, I think, so far in a 3-game series, as far as making sure that we limit our strikeouts and be very efficient with the base runners that we get. Because I think runs are going to be limited this weekend. I don't see putting up a 5 or 6 run inning against Evansville this weekend. So we got our work cut out for us this week to prepare for one of the best pitchers in the league, and we got to clean some things up defensively and in the circle to be able to give ourselves a chance when we need to come back, as well as in a close game. Any questions?
How does the weather look for this week?
The extended forecast right now says that there's chance of rain on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Evansville. The temperatures look like they're going to be okay. It's just going to be a matter of finding that window of opportunity on those 2 days, and we still got 5 days until we get there. So a lot of things can change with the weather, but looks like we should be okay right now.
Ryan, you've got 3 gals in your lineup that started every game for you. They've got about half your RBIs. Do you use the same lineup pretty much, or do you change it up some?
We've been mixing it around. The top 3 have been pretty solid. We figured that out after the first couple of weekends of messing around with it, and we feel like, we want to get Roby and Bunch and Bailey as many at-bats as we can possibly get. So stacking them at the top of the order is going to ensure that if we're going to get 4 at-bats that day, they're going to be the ones that are going to get the 4, and maybe the bottom of the half only gets 3, but we want to make sure that they're getting the majority of the at-bats, and so we've been doing a good job with that. Right now our offense kind of goes when they go, so we want to get them up there as early as we can and as often as we can. The bottom part of the order we've been kind of mixing and matching a little bit, trying to find the right fit. I think it's kind of matchup based right now. We have some kids on the team. We've got a lot of at-bats all the way through the roster this year. So finding that right matchup this weekend, it was a right matchup for 2 kids. The next weekend it probably won't be a good matchup for them, and it'll be a better matchup for somebody else. So, we had 2 girls that didn't even get an at-bat this weekend, but guarantee this next weekend it's going to be a great matchup for them, and they're going to get a lot more at-bats. So kind of trying to find that right mix in the bottom. We've been too inconsistent in the bottom part of the order to try to match them up as far as some protection. I think the top 3 are in a great order. Roby's going to be a kid that's going to match up against any pitcher, and having Sammy Bunch behind her protects her a little bit, and having Kennedy Bailey, who's very patient, and she'll take a walk if you let her, behind Sammy, does a great job. It's finding that right piece down and down and down to give us the best chance. We've got a lot of people to pick from. It's just we haven't had a good job this year of knowing what we're going to get. Sometimes we're guessing. They're educated guesses, but we just don't know. And I think that's what we're trying to search for as a team as a whole, is some consistency and some, everyday approach that at least we know we're going to get this. And that'll be able to allow us to plan better, strategize better.